What's up guys, Champ here bringing another Black Ops 3 gameplay. Both those clips at the beginning will intros into the same game that you're going to be watching here, so both those clips will pop up in this game. Today we're going over a Mr. Cod gameplay on the map Nuketown, playing a little domination. First he's going to start off with this VMP, and I'm going to warn you guys right now, it's going to start off a little bit slow in this game, but he is going to get a nuclear, he is going to get 100 plus. I didn't want to cut off too much of this beginning. I mean, he goes on a little tear right here. Look at all that right there. And he also gets 100 kills. So I didn't want to cut off too much of the game because he is going to get 100 kills in this game. But he's not going to get his streaks until later on in the game. So really, I don't know exactly what he finishes this first half with. But I think it's only under 30 kills. So he pulls like at least a 70 kill half next half. He gets the nuclear in the next half. He ends up switching his class, you'll see, a couple times in this game. He started off with that VMP. Now he's got the BRM on. He's actually going to switch to the Brecci after this. Then he's going to settle on the gun that he uses to get his nuclear streak. And that's going to be the coup de silence with the extended mags, the fast mags, and the silencer. Well, here he is right now with the Brecci. He's going to throw this on for a couple lives. You know, he just wasn't really getting it together at the beginning of this game. And that kind of happens to a lot of my games too. I don't get them together right at the beginning. And then once I get rolling, I start to get it together. I start throwing my streaks up. As soon as you throw your streaks up that one time, you could usually rerun them and get more streaks. And then you just keep doing that throughout the whole rest of the half. I feel like the Brecci is a tough gun to go on long gun streaks with on Nuketown. You can get your streaks sometimes, but if you're playing domination, it's a little harder. I feel like it's a better gun to use maybe during like kill confirmed, team deathmatch, or the spawn's constantly flipping, and you don't have to constantly run back and forth across the street. You could just kind of stay on a side, pick a side, and then that's it. But once you have the Brecci on and you're the only one over in their spawn, you're going to get picked off here on domination. Running across the street's pretty tough with the Brecci. There's so many long lines of sight. So that's probably why he switched back up to this BRM class right here. He's got his combat focus on. He's going to take out a couple guys with this. I don't think he's going to pull his streaks yet here, and this half is actually coming to a close. He's going to finish out this half. I guess this might be the start of his nuclear streak. No, he dies one more time in the next round. Then I don't think he dies anymore the whole rest of the game. So that was the end of that round. He decided to switch to the coup de silence here, though. And like I said, he's got the fast mags. Oh, I was wrong. He's got the rapid fire extended instead of extended mags. And he's got the suppressor on this. He's got a lot of nice attachments on this. A lot of those black market attachments. This Cuda looks really cool, actually. He's got a nice camo on it. He's got that suppressor attachment. I think the suppressor attachment actually looks pretty nice on the Cuda. Just makes it a little fatter looking at the end there. I just think it looks a lot better. I like the camo he got on. I think it's either the Storm or the Heptic camo. I'm not really sure. I like both those camos a lot though. So it does look pretty good. But this is the streak he's going to go on. He's going to get well over a 30 gun streak. He's going to do it pretty fast too. He just constantly rushes with this Cuda. I mean, he's only got one half to do it, so it has to be a pretty good gun streak. And I believe we even come back and might take the W in this game, which is kind of crazy. I'm playing in this game as well. At the end, I'm going to flash his score, and then I'll flash the score that I got at the end of my game just to show you who we were playing against, to see what their ranks were and everything. Because you know how when you do it in theater mode, you can't see what the other team's rank was. If they had master prestiges or prestiges, if they were all just like level 1 noobs. So I'm going to flash that for you guys at the end. He finishes with, I believe, 107 kills or 102 kills. We're going to see that at the end. It's 102 kills I think he finishes with, but like I said, he gets the nuclear. He ends up getting 100 plus and a nuclear in the same game, which is really good game right there. It's hard enough to get one, but to get both in the same game, it's tough. I only came close to that one time. I think I got 96 kills in a nuclear. So I wasn't able to do that yet. He's got his hater up now, and so now he's going to start rolling, because now he knows where the enemy team's at. He's just going to start picking them off. He plays really strategic, plays pretty well. He pops in and out. He doesn't stay in one spot for too long, because he doesn't want people to come back and end up taking him out. And that's the way you do it on these nuclear streaks. You don't stay in one spot ever for too long. If you stay in one spot for too long, they're definitely going to come back at you and they're going to take you out. He just picked up his ruthless right there, so that's 16, that's 17, while on the base. So now he's got more streaks. He can't even get his hater in, because I think I threw a hater and power core down in this game. He's got haters from before already. He got his streaks really fast right there. I mean, when you kill people on the base like that in domination, you get your streaks really fast. Now he's going to really start getting rolling here because he's just going to constantly throw up these wraps. He pretty much has wraps on for the remainder of the game. His wraps probably get him about 50 kills in this game, maybe. I don't know. I mean, he had so many wraps. I can't imagine that they didn't give him a bunch of kills. That's why I love the wraps. You just keep throwing them in, throwing them in. They just keep dropping down. Next thing you know, the whole entire level is just wraps everywhere. Spawn's flipping, which is why the wraps and the hater are a great combination for domination because the spawn's going to constantly flip when you got the wraps in the air, and they're not going to spawn someone right next to the wrap, so they're going to spawn them a little further away, and that's why they constantly flip like that. And then your teammates, I mean, as soon as you throw the wraps up, me and him have a joke, like there goes the teammates right into the spawn. So if you're trying to go on a long gun streak and you throw the wraps on, there's a good chance they're going to start spawning behind you. So have that hater up and be ready for that, because if not, you're just going to get taken out. Especially if you're hanging out in like the middle area here and then you don't realize that half your team just pushed into the enemy spawn. Yeah, you're definitely getting spawned behind. So that's something you got to watch out for when you're trying to go on these long gun streaks, is where they're spawning at. And just be aware of that, because if you know where they're spawning at, there's a good chance you can keep them in front of you at all times. And if you're the first person to the spawn, you can catch them while they're sprinting out. And that's the easy kills right there. Mr. Cod ran back and forth, I think, once from spawn to spawn. But he does get the majority of his kills right here on this side, which I find this to be the better side for getting kills on. I just have much more success trying to kill people and control them spawning in here. Right now, he's at about a 28 right now, so he's pretty close to picking up that nuclear. He sees the guy pop up on the mini-map right there. Boom. There goes his nuclear. He's got more streaks. He's got hater, wraps. He's got so many streaks left. And look at that. We are catching up. We're 151 to 160. We were down so many points in this game at one point. We were almost down 50 points in this game at one point, and that just shows what the streaks could do for you, though. If you're able to put up streaks, you can completely turn the game around. Look at that kill feed he just put up. That's what the streaks can do for you, and that's just with the wraps. He doesn't even have the Wraith up. Had he had the Wraith up with it, I mean, this could have been even crazier. He could have had like a 120 himself, 130 here, because he probably would have put like 2 or 3 of them in. But this game is coming close to an end. He did get that nice nuclear. He got 100 plus, went on a nice gun streak here. I'm going to have lots more 100 pluses for you guys coming up. He's got some 100 pluses. I got 100 pluses. I got a couple nuclears coming up soon. I don't know why my video went dark here for some reason, but it's going to pop back up and the light's going to come back on. No clue why that happened, but it's a split second, so I left it in there. And what are you going to do, right? There's nothing you can do about it now. So if you guys like what you saw, definitely make sure you hit that like button. It'll help out a lot. If you want to see more from me, subscribe to me at Champ Gaming. If you know anybody else that likes high quality, like high gun streak games, high kill games, tell them about the channel. I'm trying to grow the channel, trying to get a couple more subs. So when I start Infinite Warfare, I'll have more of a fan base, and I'll be able to produce lots of content for you guys then. Try to come up with some first gameplays, you know, before everybody else starts putting them up. Try to get maybe a quick nuclear when the game first comes out. Maybe even call the nuke in, because I know they're going to have the tactical nuke in that game. And for all you guys that are just joining in, haven't seen my playlist yet, check out the playlist. I got nuclears, I got high gun streak games, I got Nuketown only maps, I got Mr. Cod playlist. If you guys like supply drops, I do the biggest earned supply drop in all of Call of Duty. There you go. This is the stats right here. So they did have 2 master prestiges that came in late, which means 2 people left. But he has 102 kills and 20 deaths. That's a nasty game. This has been Champ at Champ Gaming. Come see me.
There was never any doubt. I look forward